All right, so after years of inflation here in the U.S., paired with the ability for many to work remotely, the number of U.S. citizens living in Mexico continues to grow.
Oh yeah, one reason it offers a much lower cost of living. Consumer reporter Heather Sullivan joins us with a look at that. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. Yeah, the State Department says Mexico has the most U.S. citizens living there of any country in the world. It is, of course, close to the U.S. It offers beautiful scenery and culture, and the U.S. dollar is strong against the peso.
So we jumped on it and made the offer, and then the rest is history.
Michael McIntosh is one of a growing number of Americans setting up homes in Mexico.
We actually have very good friends. There's a lot of people that are now moving. We have a lot of good friends in New Orleans who were living there, which made it a lot easier to kind of give us that sense of stability.
The State Department says U.S. citizens living in Mexico jumped 70% from 2019 to 2022 and has continued to grow to a total of 1.6 million.
This idea of the reverse immigration phenomenon really came about 5 years ago, I think, when people started to work from home.
Not only does Mexico offer warmth and beauty, but a much lower cost of living.
It's still in the top 20 of places that you could retire for under $2,500 a month. Just super cheap, right?
Deborah Stevenson launched KRIV Interiors in Mexico, not only to design homes, but to help buyers navigate the move.
You're dealing with a different country. You're dealing with a different culture and language. You're dealing with a different currency. So literally almost everything about your lifestyle is different.
McIntosh says many things don't work the same as in the U.S., such as homeowners insurance, banking, internet service, or utilities.
Even things like paying the electric bill, like it doesn't come regularly, it doesn't come every month. And you got to kind of wait for it, and you got to ask for it, and you got to, when you finally do get it, then you pay it. And if you don't pay it, it may cut your power off, may not.
For anyone considering the move, they both suggest hiring an expert to help.
So you got to have that sense of security that you're hiring and working with someone that understands what you're saying, that here's your vision, is going to show you every step of the way.
So as a U.S. citizen living in Mexico, you will still need to file a U.S. tax return, and you may have to file taxes in Mexico, too, if you are considered a resident. Talon?
So if you want to do this, Heather, do you have to have a visa as well, or how does that work?
That's a great question. You may not actually need a visa if you only stay for 6 months at a time, and what some of the Americans living there do is they'll travel either to other countries or back and forth to the U.S. So that they're not there longer than the 6-month periods, so they don't have to have a visa.
All right. Okay. Heather Sullivan here in studio with us this morning. Heather, thanks.
You bet.